Hello there and welcome to an impromptu 2 versus 2 stream featuring Sweden's finest Elpern as the OKW, his teammate, and he's got a very deep, lovely voice, it's Relicaa. And their opponents from the east, we've got Baechi, and her teammate is somebody called DEVM. DEVM. Not heard of this guy, but I'm sure he's pretty good at the game because he's locked in straight with armoured assault tactics as the Soviets. So he's going to be listening out for those radios, and he's going to intercept them with his interception of the radio ability. Now, I have a cold. I don't know if you can tell that my nose is blocked, but I just fancy doing a co-cast. Haven't done one all weekend. I partied at the weekend. That's where I picked the bloody cold up from. It was like a Halloween/birthday party. And I also drank a crap ton. It reminded me of exactly why I'm 32 and why I can't, like, try and impress girls by slamming shots. Yeah, it's not a great look. Belgrad's the map. I like this one. It's getting... If there were 2v2 tournaments, I'm sure it would feature this map these days. So let's talk about the tactics and build orders thus far. DevM, just going for standard Soviet things. Always converges on you with multiple squads, so Elpern's going to try, and he always tries to do this. He tries to outlast with the first Stern Pioneers, and then he'll bring, folks Grenadiers arriving in spades for going capping duties. And look at this, he's finding an angle on them because there's that's not cover anymore. So look at that, he's firing where the cover isn't. Classic stuff by the Portuguese prodigy. He is very much that, don't forget, winning tournaments when he was a pre-teen. Insanity. French Grenadiers pushing up as the conscripts seek refuge between the light cover. We've got a bit of standoff. Let's check out the southern engagements as we see Baechi's similar conscript build up against the Pioneers of Relicaa. Going for an early commander there, looking like the indeed German mechanised doctrine. Currently using the British mucus doctrine right now. Stern Pioneers have taken a battering. They're really low on health. You may as well retreat into base and get a medpan kill. But he's just keeping them in the fighting, possibly trying to get them to want to focus fire them. And to be honest, it's a clever idea by Elpern. I saw him do this on 1v1 stream earlier on today. He tended to try and lure people in with a juicy target and just bring them outside of cover, and he's doing that. He's done that quite well there, to be fair. He's actually outplayed DevM, and the Fresh Folks Grenadier is going to turn the overall engagement into his favour. He's kept his fuel. Ah, no, there's a new conscript squad, so it's not completely in his favour. Like the anglerfish lure, isn't it? The extra Stern Pioneer squad there, but we've had pretty solid play in the south from Baechi. She's been able to not seemingly dominate, but what the hell? Where's Relicaa's? There it is. He does have a machine gun. I was thinking we missed the flank on this. So yeah, Baechi has been able to flank and push away the MG in the south. We have a conscript going for a flank of its own in the north. And this cutoff needs to be taken. Now, Elpern, despite winning this engagement, he never actually capped this point, remember when I said forsaking capping duty? That was the point. And it's quite a point to have. Very important. As is this one. They had neither, so yeah. Fuel has not been in Axis hands. It is confusing, by the way, that the UI is the wrong way around. Now I've said it's going to bug you for the rest of this cast. It's making me stutter when I try and say who's who. Right, Grenadiers have recaptured the cutoff there. Conscripts already up to veterancy 1. Putting some tripwire flares down, possibly. Elpern's back in a way. He respects, reveres, and possibly fears DevM. And because he's backed away, he's actually left cover. Now he tries to push in. He's losing engagement all day, every day. Not really giving enough... oh, look at this push-up from Relicaa. He's pushed Baechi off, so she's now going to go south and completely going to ignore this. Also, check this out. We've got a 250 half-track from Relicaa. He's actually chosen to build this from the headquarters building. I wonder what he's going to do with it. Okay, good work from DevM. It looked like a winning engagement in the north. Let's go check out what Relicaa's doing. He's going to join the northern fighting. Possibly put this LMG Grenadier in. That's going to be juicy. Especially if you just keep following them and shooting them at max range. It could be really interesting. Back in the south, conscripts pushing away. The MG42 is going to try and fight. Ooh, this conscript could be the first casualty of the game. Could be very dead. Maybe the 250 hard track can win the day, or will this Grenadier polish them off? Conscripts possibly dying here from DevM, who overextended. No, just about surviving using the Portuguese hacks. He has got access to the Relic servers. Now he's a Relic dev, or soon will be in the future. I think he's travelling over to Canada very soon. I haven't really given enough attention to this southern side of the map. I can see that Baechi's pushing up with conscripts, but the damage is being done by Relicaa and Elpern. They've got a really big swathe of land across the centre. Damaged engine in. Pioneers are going to repair them where they are. The Grenadiers are going to stay in. Okay, yes, he's using that ability. Go stationary ability. It's not hold down, I just can't remember exactly what it's called. Defensive mode, that's the one. They have to think of a million different things to call a million different abilities when they look the same often. Notoriously, OKW and Wehrmacht have some common shared abilities they call separate things. It's always a bit of a laugh. Right, conscripts are pushing in, so DevM's looking for a double team here on Relicaa, leaving Elpern in the north. Maybe he's going to plant some defences, but he may not need to come down to help, because DevM's coming in strong, pushing away the Grenadiers, helping out Baechi's forces. She's got some Burn, Baby, Burn, Disco, Inferno, Combat Engineers on the retreat path. This munitions point has not been in Axis hands very much, and you can actually see the munitions of Elpern really aren't very high. Relicaa, meanwhile, he's got quite a big reserve. And we should be getting to the point in the game now where we can start to think about our first light vehicle. Well, saying first light vehicles, what is this? Relicaa's gone for a second 250 Sanderkraft Fahrzeug half-track, and I wonder what he's going to do with that one. Surely not double LMG Grenadiers in half-tracks. Panzer Grenadiers is the next choice. Like the Assault Mechanised doctrine, but different, because he's done it with various components. Hey, he could put Panzerschrecks on that one, couldn't he? He's not doing that, no, he's just putting another LMG Grenadier on this guy, who's going to hit a mine, and now it's half of a squad. DevM does the same in the north. That looked like good casting, didn't it? It was completely coincidental. DevM doing some good work in the north. And Raketenwerfer's going on sandbag wedge deletion duty. Oh, excellent accuracy. Not removing the bottom bun, only the top with those sesame seeds. Maybe he has an allergy. Or maybe it just gives green cover to his enemy.
Mobile command has been set.
More mines on retreat there. That could have been a squad wipe had it been one soldier less in that squad. Right, here they go. Let's get on board with this bad boy. This goes on the chase. And they're run away. Let's give us our eyes and ears again as we've got the double 250 half tracks. 500 IQ. Of half-track usage from Relicaa. Sweeping mines as well. Elpern, by the way, was playing a lot with the Opel Blitz trucks, using them for reinforcement and healing in the previous game that they lost on Wadinky Donk against the CP club. So I know this is going to be good 2v2 because they've had time to warm up and get all their ranks out of the way. So the Pioneers eating a lot of health damage there. They do get the decap at that point. Raketenwerfer gets a shot in on the T-70. Let's check out the southern engagement. I don't think we've given this side of the map enough love. It just seems like, yeah, the fighting mostly seems to be in the centre and the north, in fairness. Right, Photos Grenadiers pushing in MP40s and Sturmgewehrs and LMGs. Oh my! All coming into the centre. Right. Another mine detonates. T-17 to polish the squad off. Just gets one soldat. Right, conscripts amassing kills in a frenzy. As you see, a cheeky grenade swapped. Everyone's burning down the house here. Meanwhile, the South Pioneers are forced away. We've got a very defensive Schwer set up from Elpern. He wants to win this game. As do the snipers, DevM and Baechi, watching Elpern stream live. Well, hopefully not anymore, whilst they play the game, of course. Right, too many things happening for poor old A to keep up right now. I can tell you, though, this T-70's dicing with death. And is very dead indeed. That was poorly played by DevM. Maybe if it was a more known player, he would have played that better. 2-2-2 out for Relicaa. Better late than never, I suppose. One of the 250 golf tracks has been hurt. I tell you what, he's got two 2-2-2s. That's 440 of action on the field. Can hit a mine possibly. Meanwhile, T-70 is going to be fine. There's this gun of Baechi watching on, and guards with not got the DPs quite yet, so it's anti-infantry capabilities are at their zenith. As these conscripts are forced away in the north. Let's just take stock of victory points. I'm going to tell you, this game's got legs and it knows how to use them. We're going to be here for a while. Double Rakettenwerfer. Elpern's never not seen with a double AT gun grouped. I don't know if you've noticed, but so many players are that way. And look, Elpern's going for... That's right, the Flammenpanzer Hetzer. Oh yes, get in. I don't get excited about that very often. I know a lot of you guys watching this may be 4v4 players and you get to see them, but I don't get to see them all the time. So when I see a Hetzer, little AE gets excited. That's all I'm going to say. Right, folks, Grenadiers 10 kills, these guys 7. They're lying in ambush because they've got the MP40s. Not a bad idea, Mr. Bond. I say that because in early James Bond films, a lot of the baddies had MP40s, of course. It is the archetypal Nazi machine gun. Well, they're all Nazi machine guns though, but that one definitely is. Watch the grenades, apparently. Well, they're just hitting trees, it seems. What's happening down here? Here comes that 250. Chariot! Ah, nice grenade toss there by the Photos Grenadiers. MG has to be careful. Meanwhile, in the south, roaring past the Photos Grenadier. Baechi goes. Stern Pioneers forced away as this ultimate blob from the same Co-Queen goes into the centre. North side. Oh, there he is. That trapezoid of terror. The pyramid of burning desire from Elpern. No damage done. Oh yes, there is. There's the AT grenade. As a grenade goes in against the conscripts from the Photos Grenadiers, and another Zisgun shot. Oh, we might not even get to see the Flammenpanzer at this rate. Oh no, one more shot and it's out of there. Can it get round the corner? It's backing away in a straight line. It's making himself a target. Just about gets away. Let's check out the other engagements as the blob goes forth. The Panzer Grenadiers watch on. LMG Grenadiers amount to 10 kills now. Can he push in and get another shot in on the stricken Flammenpanzer? I don't think so. Let's check out this situation as we... Yeah, there he is. He's being able to back away. And indeed, yes, good blob in action from Baechi. There's a time and a place for it. And that time is 2v2 games. And that place is 2v2 games. Yay! The children rejoice. Okay, T-70's only gotten the 2 kills. DevM and Baechi have very similar build orders. In fact, we've got guard mode coordination tactics, so both players are going to have vehicle vehicle. Oh, nice wipe here from Devon, poo-pooing that Grenadier's life. We're going to have vehicle crew repair training. See, that's my cold brain talking. I've done well to get to the 14th minute without sounding like a blithering idiot, but that time has now come. So disengage A's brain and just start speaking in tongues. Okay, we have something arriving on the map, and indeed a pack from Relicaa. Interesting composition. Look at these things hunting in packs. You gotta love it. How's he gonna? He's not actually got the best kills, but I suppose the visibilities they're gonna have is gonna be astounding. Okay, this is a cool combo because he can burn people alive and then kill their tanks that try and save them. So it's going to work well for Elpern in the north. Saying that though, in terms of, let's just try and study this map. Okay, you can't understand the map. But victory point wise, I can tell you that DevM and Baechi have done alright, but Relicaa and Elpern have a larger reserve. One would argue usually that the onus is on the Allies to get the job done ASAP, but with double Soviets, maybe that isn't the case, especially when we get those 7-man comms on the go. What a game I've chosen to cast. This is insanity. We're going to have a double Flammen Panther. Gotta love it. Let's go for DevM's army. Pretty standard from him. Relicaa. Oh, that's nothing but standard. This is just flagrantly insane. And we love it. We absolutely do. Oh, cheeky this shot. Flammen Panzer gets its second kill only. He's also getting a machine gun just in case its AI was not enough. 70 infantry, not artificial intelligence. Nothing artificial about the plays here. Very natural love of the game on display. Double 6 barrage. There's the Flammen Panzer, and they're sturdy little fellows, aren't they? So hated are the Hetzer, they'll always get away. Number 222's in the door. And here's me getting picked off here. No, DevM sees it. Gets out of there. Meanwhile, in the centre, let's push up for resistance. Try and get a better shot off, but you can't really do that when you're on fire. It's difficult to spot when your face has been melted. You don't have the eyes anymore. Conscripts just suffer health damage from the grenade from a distance. Get some good Mosin-Nagant shots off, and he could actually polish them off here. Elpern needs to see it. He's seen it far too late. I wonder what he was looking at, because that's one dead folks grenade. There was some action in the centre, I suppose. He was commanding his Flammen Panzers forward. T-70 goes in here. Does he see a range shot though? Has to be careful. Meanwhile, Guards have gotten 7 kills. That always happens quite quickly as soon as they get the light machine guns. Maxim set up here, just being oppressive. His marked vehicle is pulled on. Where's the targets in the action here? As they push in, does Relicaa. Nice timed push. Oh, the marked target is on the Flammen Panzer. Can he polish it off? Oh no, the Zis was decrewed. T-70 could get taken out here. 250 rolls over a mine. He's got a minesweeper on board, baby. So it doesn't matter. And AT guns are getting really bullied out of position here. What a fantastic push it has been from the Axis players. Do we have reinforcements coming? Not quite. We have a Zis gun preparing, but that's all we have. And he's going to destroy 2 allied AT guns. Here is Relicaa. What a fantastic adhesive tactic that was. Just smash the front door down and shout, "This is a raid," and then shoot them all before, declaring your warrants. Like American drug bust. Lovely stuff. Oh, and here it was, a little bit late in the nether. The T-34-85 destroys the remnants of an AT gun with its first action. We do have a Rakettenwerfer he can pick up. Okay, eats a pack shot. That's his mine. Don't worry. And, not quite the shock factor we needed, but he doesn't. They get the Rakettenwerfer, so it's not all for nothing. Very easy. We're going to have to pause. I'm sorry. We're going to have to pause and check out the stats on this one, because that was a big push, and we need to take account of what happened. Okay, so graph's going to be good for this on army value. You see, that's the T-30. So DevM didn't lose much, but Baechi did. That was all of her AT guns that got taken out and sniped, basically. We're going to have a look at her resource float, though, and see what she hasn't got much left either. Check out the overview. And seems that everyone's having a good game. Relicaa's playing a little bit chill at the moment for damage dealt, but he's had a lot of machine guns and support weapons and stuff, so hopefully he starts to come into his own with veterancy. But yeah, interesting. I did want to check out Baechi's. Oh, she hasn't got much fuel. Does she? Yes, she does have a tank building. That's what I was thinking. So she has an investment. So her investment's about to come out. So to be honest, pop cap wise, it's going to be all to play for. In fact, one could argue the Allies will be slightly ahead with the tanks on the field. Oh, this is going to make them even more ahead. T-34 can go in here. DevM sniffed out something. He's going to go for it, but misses and eats some AT gun rounds of his own. And there, those army sizes, I told you. Let's check out. Oh, Relicaa has his tank building. So I was, yes, it's just even, isn't it? One Flammen Panther did go down, by the way. Sadly missed off camera, but was unfortunately lost in the fighting. Can never hope to catch everything that happens in the 2v2. All I can do is try my best. All Relicaa's lost, by the way, is 250 half track. He's not lost more than that in terms of light vehicles. Really impressive. And this bad boy having the spotting scopes is going to help him no end. Seeks out its old nemesis, the T-34. In the centre, conscripts being suppressed by this cheeky MG-34, so they seek refuge behind whatever the hell that is. Just hoping to keep this victory point for now and look at the blob in action again from Baechi. Sorry, cohesive tactical battle. People are a fan of when I say that joke. Although for me it's getting a bit tiresome. I probably, when I'm bored at work, I need to start thinking of new casting phrases in time for Code 3. Might have a brand new material ready to go. That could be good. Right. He's pushing. Those grenadiers do cap the points, but they suffer nearly with their lives. So Italia, T-34 is going to be brutal on even on retreating squads when stationed. Damaged engine, Flammen Panther. This apprentice version's having a much worse day, and DevM comes in for the kill with expert timing. Will he go stationary? Oh, he's learning from his mistakes from ML5 tournament versus Love Nest. He actually went stationary and mopped up the tank this time. Elpern's Flammen Panthers are now both officially down. Let's check out some other engagements as we've got Baechi looking and smelling for blood. Pushes away the MG there. Let's check out the other armies. We've got Zisgun building for Baechi. Got Elpern's having to go for another Rakettenwerfer. He's making a blob of the things. Relicaa is just furious with his... just look at that. That looks like some Varibu playing in cheat mod, just trying to make a perfect wallpaper for himself. Probably called at least one of you out in chat. I hope so. Hopefully I have. Ooh, that's interesting, isn't it? That's like the kind of thing you sometimes find like on British or French beaches, you know, that were built during World War II as defences. Just big concrete squares. Random. Obelisk. Statue. Right. Mark target in. Look at the extra damage, the extra penetration. T-34 is getting hit by the pack though. Not so sure it's going to stick this out. She'd be foolish to do so, in fact. Fortunately for her, target weak point didn't come into effect. Meanwhile, we've got Relicaa losing his Panther grenadiers as DevM swoops in, gets the kill, and then takes out the 222 that survived so long, phases through, looking for the finishing touch, gets it. 250 backs up, conscript blob, pushing in, out of control goes the Vet T7, the Vet T34, however. Meanwhile, conscript blob is suppressed and pushed away. Elpern's Angry Force is the one that took out that T-34 from afar. Are pushing in as well, so good work by him in the meantime. Just doing some solid come here as action. You watch the aggression take place and you snipe them off from afar. Take pot shots, that's really efficient play. And he was able to do that whilst beginning to recap the map, so... All in all, I'm seeing that DevM's possibly overextending himself a few times. He's looked really really stylish and cool to watch, but the map control is slowly falling into Axis hands, it would seem. Maybe it's the tier 4 of the Soviets that really unleashes their 2v2 potential with the 7-man squads and Katyushas. Look at this horrendous Rakettenwerfer action. 3 arcs of fire thundering into your place's frontal armour, smashing through it. Meanwhile, suppression kicks in. He's trying to get out of it. That AoE crowd suppression means the combat engineers are also suppressed. Meanwhile, T-34 versus numerous squads. But the Rakettenwerfers, he should know here that this is a trap. Admiral Akbar style. Oh dear. T-34 gets out of there. Pushing in now, Relicaa sees a little bit of weakness from both these players and they're just pushing in. Meanwhile, DevM with 7-man conscript squads. Now watch the superior Soviet economy. This is after they realised in World War II that they can have all the women fighting for them and all the teenagers too. As the T-34 picks off the Panther, Mort target used to excellent effect. Second Panther pushes in a Relicaa. Let's have a look at his army. He's still got 1 250 alive. He's still got 1 222 alive. It's got veterancy 2 as well. It's currently on anti-air duty.
The enemy is attempting to steal
Oh,
our sector.
terrible camera work. Matt, stop it. Don't get egregious with this. There's too much action. I did hope that we'd see it shoot the plane down there. It's always something you can hope for in life. But, alas, I pulled out. Just like your father wished he had. Stern Pioneers just watching on as the French Grenadiers do the dirty business of fighting. DevM looking very strong in the centre with the stolen Rakettenwerfer, Zisguns, conscripts, and very healthy 7-man cons there. Elpern, resurgent in the north, a little bit divided, however, especially if these conscripts and AT guns come to fight. Oh, and here we go. We've got a Panther out from Elpern. Lovely turquoise turtle camo Panther, whatever the hell that is. Meanwhile, Relicaa doesn't have battle phase 3 yet. Baechi is just locked into tier 4. Don't forget that DevM has the opportunity of an IS-2. Both have quite a lot of fuel away though. And Baechi does have 2 tanks on their side now. She's fighting with both of them as we speak. Fresh one versus Grenadiers. Oh, and that Rakettenwerfer blob of Elpern comes to tango. Grenadiers could die. No, they survive. Meanwhile, in the south, Pioneers pushing in. They poo that mine. Grenadiers, life on the line. Oh, look at that cohesive unit of Relicaa. As the Panther pushes in. Great combo. Like a KFC box meal. You can have a Rakettenwerfer in a pack for only $5.99. Yes, you may suffer a heart attack, but you may be able to delete an enemy tank. Good shot there, taking out Pioneers with that received accuracy nerf whilst repairing. Panther, of course, doing things, not really affect infantry other than maybe sap their morale. Shout things out of the hull gunner's position. Oh, damaged engine from the conscripts. He can suddenly just into the Panther. And here comes the T-34s as well. Do we have AT gun backup? Yes. DevM smells blood. He's walking into a trap. He is indeed Rakettenwerfers. Can't finish it off, but the Panther certainly can. What a shot from afar. Like a wounded animal. Sometimes it's most dangerous when it's on its hind legs. Another AT nade in. DevM's continuing to go in. This could make him vulnerable, I'm thinking. No, Elpern doesn't have the rocket barrage or anything of the sort. There's very little indirect fire, and I'm loving it. Oh, he's not able to finish off the Panther. He's still got a hell of a lot of health left as well. 7-man transport force away the French Grenadiers. We've got Michael Jackson, the Panther 4 reverses into view. Chapeau! As the conscripts watch on helplessly. Meanwhile, what is Baechi doing? You need to get onto the field for those T-34s, but she herself is going to fall prey to the packs, and that's going to spoil the party very soon. We've got a Katyusha, but I can't begrudge Baechi or DevM for going in direct fire. Don't forget, by the good Sturmovik attacks, DevM possibly. Because against this consolidated support weapon play, and especially from Elpern's hive, Zerg-like hive of Rakettenwerfers, I think it's only fair that we see Katusha next. Right, DevM's having to rebuild conscripts. We'll make a fourth squad. He's hoping to just keep capping the map, keep up the attack, basically. We're going to have a very big Katusha in the near future on those Rakettenwerfers. I'm going to feel it's going to be lovely. Right then. Flammen Panzer from Elpern next. Okay, the first two didn't work. Maybe the third one will. Who knows? Relicaa's go for another Panzer 4. Not a bad idea. Interestingly, we're not going to see the LAFH in this game, by the looks of things. Usually you want to get veterans units to make it worthwhile, so probably should start it a while back. Who's going to go for that? And fuel-wise, DevM and Baechi are now fully disposed. Well, Baechi could fall with the tanks soon. She's done well with her T-34s. Not been as Hollywood as DevM. Been a little bit more kind of central holding midfielder. Okay then, Grenadiers in a nice pretty line. Conscripts will be pretty useless against them. This Katusha, all eyes on this Katusha, because you're really going to want to see an expert first volley. No shotgun rounds on the Grenadier squad. You're going to want to see it on packs only. To do that, you have to probe with an assault. You have to cause some mayhem and throw some chaos into the maelstrom. And here it is, perfectly planted there by Baechi. Excellent first volley. Takes out a support weapon and deletes it. Fantastic. Meanwhile, we do have big fighting in the north as the Flammen Panzer flanks the AT-guns. They turn around to face it. Though we've had a hidden ambush 18A marked target as well. That's one dead Hetzer. As the T-34 comes in and finds the Rakettenwerfers, wakes them up. You don't want to see that. Oh dear, oh dear. Like that scene in Starship Troopers where the arachnids suddenly emerge over the horizon. The T-34 is doing okay. Has had its engine damaged, but there's only one Rakettenwerfer left standing. Wouldn't have enough damage out with these. Mind you, they are suppressed, but there's those Vet 3 guards. They'll help the situation. This has been an excellent period of play now for the Allies. They've had two big strategic and tactical wins. More target again utilised. Got that thing on Revolution, but I tell you what, those Panzer 4s did a job there on that T-34. Rakettenwerfer stolen. Two Rakettenwerfers stolen. It's DevM now with a horde of Rakettenwerfers. Oh my. Tell you what, that's going to be brutal for Elpern to fight against. He's really going to get pissed off at that. He's got only one Rakettenwerfer now. DevM. Okay, one's assist. Two assists. I got really excited. I thought we had 3 Rakettenwerfers for DevM. Oh, never mind. 2 will do. He's got 4 AT-guns at the very least. Now that KFC bonus box is now the...
Celebrate July 4th in style with our 24-piece Mega Bucket. You can get a Zis gun unvetted, a Vet 2 Zis gun at your very own 2 Rakettenwerfer combo meal.
I hope I'm being funny. I find it funny to mock American fast food. I always remember watching pro wrestling back in the day when I was a kid, and also boxing pay-per-views and stuff. You have to wait, say, you know, you watch an illegal stream at 4 AM in the morning, you get to see all the American adverts. That's what my parody's based on anyway. Right, you could see some Faust in on the T-34 as it backs away. Panther pushes in, armor somehow hit, and the Panther full wombo combo. Looks for the finishing touch, but both miss. Rakettenwerfer down thanks to the French Grenadier. T-34 backs away and still alive to this day. We're now seeing the Sturmovik, those flying tanks. Career from the sky above. We're going to have to go down as the Katusha comes in as well. Allies keep the tank alive and counter-attack with furious vengeance here, forcing away the Axis. And the Panther 4 goes down for good measure. This is now Baechi and DevM's game to lose, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic counterpunch action there by the Portuguese-Canadian combo. Quite enjoying how my cold makes me sound like a classic sportscaster. It's good. Maybe I should just get older and get a huskier voice. Maybe make me sound like a better caster than I actually am. That'd be good. Oh, Baechi's in chat. Shit, we now know this game doesn't last 2 hours. No spoilers, please. I did join it around 25 minutes late, though, so it could go on for an hour. For all we know. Right then. Conscripts pushing T-34 as well. Second T-34 building for DevM. This Katusha only has 7 kills. I expected more, but strategically it's been so valuable at causing a lot of discourse within those Wehrmacht ranks. Meanwhile, Combat is pushing in from the flank. Maxim, Peril. It's a tight formation for Relicaa. Been a bit of a kingpin. Got DevM joining in action with yet another T-34. I wonder how many he's built now. Panther has how many kills? One vehicle destroyer. It's a little bit depressing. You would have wanted him to have sniped a bit more at this stage. Oh, we've got rocket strafe in action. Well, it's not really strafe, it's a rocket barrage from a Zafusov map somewhere. I don't really understand that one. As the T-34 is more than enough to push away the Panther. Flam and Hetzer pushing. You can see what Elpern wanted to happen here. You can see what he wanted to do. But he's not been able to do it. He's just been able to capture this victory point, yes. But that's about it. Meanwhile, we've got very tense fighting in the south as this combat here bravely puts its life on the line. T-shirt a little bit close to enemy lines there. Needs to be careful. Right, Relicaa and Verfa watching on. Keeping an eye on the victory points. It's a very close battle, this one. Ah, got a Panzer IV command tank now on the field. Now, these things are a little bit subjective as to how good you feel they are, but now they've got the smoke shell, they do have that added utility that I think pushes them over the edge into usability, definitely in team games. In 1v1 I think it'd be map dependent, or certainly on how chill you want to play dependent. If you want a nice, long game against somebody you don't feel is quite as good as you, get the Panzer IV command tank today. That's my personal opinion intended. Right, conscript set up. We've got a cohort of stolen AT deleting the Hetzer there. Love it. Just hideous team game things. Love it. Mind you would see that in 1v1s, especially back in the day, 2014 era 1v1s. Saw a lot of just AT gun spam. To be honest, it's still pretty much viable. That's why you need rocket artillery, and you know, that's why the LAFH would have been nice. But there, you can get out of its range quite quickly without suffering, but that's just the area denial. It's about using combined arms, fellas. Oh, we've got a Mammoth tank here. Oh no, it's just 2 T-34s, one of which has been target pointed. And we've got a bit of Katusha's having to save the day here against his Vet 3 pack. As traffic jams happen, we've got a nice Vet 4 Relicaa with Panther, but the cohort of terror anti-tank guns getting some huge shots off there on the Panther, forcing him back. Right, we've got more target and we've got Sturmovix all lined up and ready to go. That could be juicy, really could be. I'm thinking they might want to push in here. Indeed, DevM's going for it. You have to push with him, Baechi. Let's go. This DevM wants it. He wants to finish the game off right now. We've both got abilities. This could be absolutely brutal. And I think Relicaa senses something's up. You see DevM's up in his face. You've now got Baechi hearing the whistle of the officer, going over those front lines, going to no man's land, getting some pack shots because of it. Of course, the Katusha's not ready to fire, but okay, fair enough. Call off the push. I think a lot of territory was taken. Importantly, this incredibly powerful cutoff was taken. Guards pushing up this 14-kill Vet 3 guard squad. Having to use the Sturmovix here. This first strafe could be brutal. That's dead. Grenadier. Told you. Big shout out to Stormless, who I stole that camera angle off. Very famous caster, especially of 2v2 games. MG could go down here. You don't have to follow the planes anymore in Co. I always used to make sure to follow them in case they destroy anything, but they don't destroy anything now. I thank me for that, and what's it called? That bloody mod I asked to be created. Tournament mode, that was the one. Because then they stole a bit of it for the real game, didn't they? I wish they'd stolen all of it, those bastards. Imagine if there was no abandons in Company Heroes competitive auto match. Oh, imagine if there was no Brits. Little did they know that was actually the secret end goal of tournament mode, to delete Brits from the game. How good would that be? Just delete the British faction, please. Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Oh, if I cast all of this and you can't really hear me, because that's really depressing. I've just looked at the chat, and one of the things has just said the game's too loud. I really hope that's not been the case, because I've done some of my bestest casting ever. Right, Katusha, analysing that pack there. And machine guns down as well. Pack taken. Probably should have looked at my meters if that's the case, to be fair. Oh dear. To be fair, it now looks like Baechi and DevM are just steamrolling. The map is taken. Relicaa and Elpern have been thoroughly pushed back. Elpern, possibly far too late to be competitive in this auto match 2v2, is now going for a Stukas of Foos. If every single rocket hits an AT gun, maybe they could get back in the game, but it has to literally be perfect. Something tells me it's not going to work. Machine gun taken down. Oh dear. Could somebody in chat please tell me my casting's been audible in this game, because I've got a really sneaking suspicion the game's been too loud and no one's told me for 40 minutes. If so, I'm really sad. Oh, thank God, Comrade Strela. Maybe just it's gotten quieter or something. Good Vector, thank God for that. Out of control goes the Panzer IV. T-34 Shin, mark target on the Panther. This is the curtain call of the Axis armies. We do have a Stukas of Foos. It's opening up. Can it delete these AT guns? DevM has not reacted in time. We've had a bit of a massacre there. T-34 goes in with mark target. That's one dead Panther. He'll have to go stationary. He does so perfectly. Can't penetrate the frontal army. He's going to do it again. He's also put Sturmovik down. Misses yet again. And taken out by the Raketenwerfer. That's one lucky Panzerkampfwagen 5. Panzer IV goes out though. To these very stolen Pack 40s have now been decrewed. Faded Tiger, thanks for the first time chat, my friend. He just says the game got louder due to the explosions. Well, I can certainly understand that. DevM going to the Ural Mountains to build more T-34s. Just constantly pump them out, fellas. Sir, why are we called the 15-minuters? Well, it's the average life expectancy for a pilot of the Royal Auxiliary Flying Air Corps. Average life expectancy.
Gun is ready for orders.
There we go. Everything died, but the game's still going on. Fighting spirit! What's Japanese for fighting spirit? I'm sure there's a phrase in Japanese pro wrestling they used to scream when they were like chopping each other's chests until it was made of blood. What do we have here? Panthers are going to have to go out into battle even though it's held together with toothpicks. Masking tape. Can't mask over the huge cracks in this armour though. Damaged engine. This could be maybe the look he wanted earlier. Nope, still not going to get it. Tell you what, they're fighting back. Maybe this could be the comeback. greatest comeback in history. And if the replay, the YouTube video is titled "Incredible Most Epicest Game of All Time," you know you're in for an incredible comeback. Just a spoiler alert there. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to see, so maybe we could see that. It's doubtful. Press F to doubt in chat. Beautiful formation here by DevM. Like Canada geese flying across the sky. Flying V formation. And the victory points would certainly suggest that Baechi and DevM are on for an historic win here. Time is 21:41. I'm probably not going to do another cast. It's probably my stream done for the day. I'll definitely put this on YouTube though. GG, well played. Let's check out the old Statorinios. As we see that a very Soviet KD was had. Maybe... okay, yeah, let's just check out the best unit for Elpern. Meh. Let's go and check out DevM's stats because I want to see how many T-34s he built and lost. Relicaa. When I say let's go check... Yeah, here we go. Oh my god. Oh yeah, it's Rakettenwerfer. Sorry, I thought that was Elpern still because it said Rakettenwerfer lol. Most valuable unit for Rakettenwerfer. The fuck? Right, he built 6, he lost 4. Not as crazy as I thought, to be honest. Could have been funnier. And yeah, everything died, didn't it? But it was a good game. Well played. Cheers. And enjoy the rest of your weeks.